Hey, what's poppin' everybody? My name is Chimichangas28 and welcome back to yet another gaming video where today we're back again with yet another redstone tutorial. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build my brand new Enderman/XP farm. Now this particular farm does get about 600 to 700 ender pearls per hour without the use of looting 3. It works in 1.16 and also it does work on realms as well. This farm runs off of a simulation distance of 4 chunks as well, and it also complies with the new mob spawning and despawning rules. So anyway, with that all out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and explain how this farm works. But if you're not interested in any of that, timestamp to how or when we start building the farm should be on the screen right about now. So anyway, let me go ahead and explain how this farm works. Okay, so before we go any further, I'm going to pause the video right here. This is Chimichangas28 editing this in the future. I did quickly want to say there were 2 people that actually helped me design this farm that I didn't actually mention, which I am so sorry about. I totally forgot about it. There were 2 people. Number 1 is Mime. He has a YouTube channel. Link to that will be in the description. Make sure you go check him out. He allowed me to bounce some ideas off of him and just generally help me out with the farm. So thank you so much, Mime. Really do appreciate that. Also, so yeah, he does have a YouTube channel though, so go check him out. Link to his channel will be in the description, as I said. And then there was another person that did help me. Unfortunately, I can't pronounce his name, but I'm going to be putting that on screen now. So thank you so much if you're watching this video. He actually pulled out a JSON file for me that told me basically how far an Enderman could be away and still aggro on an Endermite. So that saved me a ton of time and testing, so thank you so much to him. He doesn't have anything that I can plug as far as I can see, but if I do find something out, and maybe in another video, in a future video, if I do find something out, I will be plugging it and shouting him out because he was a massive help to me, and I do appreciate it so much. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. Now, there's not a ton to explain about how this farm works, as there's not a massive amount of complexity when it comes to this farm. Basically, we're out of any range of spawning from these islands, so all of the Endermen are spawning on our platform here. They spawn and then they aggro on this Endermite here, and then they try to attack the Endermite and fall down into our kill chamber down there. So this thing is actually pretty dang cool, and it functions very simply, and we are using buttons to make sure that they actually walk off into the hole. And so let's go ahead and go down to the bottom here, which is our kill chamber. We can see here if we stand here with like a looting 3 sword or something, we would actually be able to get EXP from this farm. Now after a little bit over an hour of AFKing, these are the ender pearls that I got, and these are from both chests. So this thing is actually pretty crazy. Now, anyway, I think that's pretty much all there is really to say about this farm. It's not overly complex, and it's very easy to understand. The reason why, I guess I could say, the reason that we are using this kind of shape here is because of the new spawning radius of how, you know, mob spawning has changed, and anywhere past 44 blocks is the new thing. Then, or at least in the new beta, anywhere past 44 blocks, mobs won't be able to spawn. So this is a pretty cool farm, and it's pretty dang efficient as well. So anyway, with that all out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about how we're going to build this thing. Okay then, folks, so let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to need to build this farm. You're going to need 4 powered rails, 4 hoppers, you're going to need 4 magma blocks, you're going to need 4 hopper minecarts, you're going to need 1 iron bar, 1 normal minecart, and 4 buttons or trapdoors, preferably buttons though. And then you're going to need a ton of solid blocks. I mean a ton of solid blocks. So anyway, with that said, let's go ahead and hop into how to build this thing. The very first thing that you're going to want to do is go ahead and measure out 44 blocks from the nearest landmass here. I'm going to make sure that every single side is at least 44 blocks away from any landmass. So then go ahead and take your blocks here and measure 44 blocks from the block that you just measured to inside. And then go ahead, and this should be a 44 block line. Go ahead and go 2, and then 3, 2, 3. What we're doing right now is making a 2-block center. So with that out of the way, you can go ahead and get rid of these blocks here, just like that. You can go ahead and get rid of any other blocks that were remaining, and so you should have something looking like this. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and place in these, and then we're going to do you're going to want to have these hoppers, rather, my bad. And then you can have some kind of chest array or however you want to do it. I'm not going to put any chest in as of yet. All I'm going to do is have some hoppers there. And then all you're going to want to do is go ahead and place in your powered rails on top of that. Go ahead and take your hopper minecarts, which are back here, okay. And you're going to go ahead and place them in like this. Now, if they do that, make sure that you have blocks just like this. Bang. Now you should have something looking a little something like this. You can break any kind of spare block, although I would recommend having some kind of a platform down here so that way you can access your chests later. Now go ahead and grab your magma blocks here and go ahead and place them in over the hopper minecarts. Go ahead and surround this as well with solid blocks, just like so. And like so. So now all we're going to want to do is go ahead on each and every inside edge like this. Here, I'm going to go ahead and break these corner blocks, that way you guys can see. On all of these corner edges, make sure you go up about 30 blocks. Alright then, folks, so with that out of the way, you should have something looking like this. So what we're going to want to do is find where we place our magma blocks right here, and we're going to break one block above it, just like this. We're going to go ahead and break all of these blocks out right here. Go ahead and place yourself some blocks to stand on as well, just like so. We're going to go ahead and go all the way around here. And you can give yourself some room, maybe build up some rails if you want to, so that way you don't risk falling off. Just any way to make sure that you stay safe while you're AFKing here is always kind of a good idea. So you can, just build up something like, this here to make sure you don't fall off or whatever. But also you're going to want to make sure that you have a way to access your chests down here, so you can build out a little platform for that as well. So let's go ahead and do that actually. So this will be our platform, and then you can build like some ladders or a staircase or something here, just so that way you can access these once you're done AFKing, of course. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And yeah, so let's go ahead and grab our ladders then. I can already see that I have forgotten to mention just a few things that we're going to need. So I will kind of mention those as we go along. And so yeah, and then you can kind of come and access your chests and stuff. Let's go ahead and place those chests. And then, yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and place these chests down here, so that way we can actually collect our drops from the farm, like so. Okay, awesome. And then all we're going to do now is we're going to take everything that we just placed. We're going to take carpets, and we're going to go all the way around in carpets. Now, the reason that we're doing this is, number one, to make sure that no Endermen actually spawn on these platforms, and we're also making sure that the Endermen cannot teleport there when they are inside of the kill chamber. Now, we're not going to put any carpets up here, just because this is a 1-block gap, so they can't spawn, or they can't spawn and they can't teleport there. So all we're going to do is anywhere that they might be able to, we're going to go ahead and place carpets. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and move on to the next step of our tutorial. Okay folks, so we are now up here at our spawning platform here, and what we're going to want to do is we're going to go out in each direction, like all of these directions here, 44 blocks exactly. So let's see here, let's go ahead and go out 44 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and you are counting this as a block, by the way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. And then, so all we're going to do is go ahead and bring back these blocks here And we're going to go ahead and do that on all 4 sides. And this is actually creating our spawning platform, allowing Enderman to spawn up here. Okay, now with that all done, we can already see Enderman starting to spawn here, which is absolutely amazing. So the next part of this is a little bit tricky. What you're going to want to do is go ahead and come around like this. We're going to go up and down like this, and each and every time we make a pass, we're going to stop 1 block shorter than we did here. So go ahead and do that for all 4 sides. So I have just done 1/4 of this farm, and I kind of wanted to show you guys what I meant by going back and forth each and every time and kind of getting a block shorter. It should look like a diamond, like this here, this is it's like a diagonal line. So this is the what I meant by that. And just in case it was a little bit confusing, this is what you should start seeing on all of your edges. Anyway, so with that said, let's go ahead and hop into the tutorial once again. Alrighty then, folks, so with all of that done, you should have a nice little diamond shape here. This is looking pretty cool, and we can see Endermen are already starting to spawn. So that's pretty cool. Now for what is probably the hardest part of this farm, which is blocking up. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks up. Go ahead and break off your bottom blocks there. Then go ahead and build out a little thing above this 2x2 here. Go ahead and place your powered rail in. And then like this, we're going to have a block here. And then we're going to break those 2 blocks. Then we're going to go ahead and place our iron bar right there. We're going to go ahead and place in our minecart. So now comes the difficult part, getting the Endermite. Now in creative, I'm going to use a spawn egg, but how you're going to get it in survival is by throwing ender pearls. There's a 1 in 10 chance that an Endermite will spawn when you throw an ender pearl. Or I believe it's 1 in 10. It might be a little bit lower than that. But once you get an Endermite right there, boom, we can see that the Endermen are obviously going to aggro to it. But you want it to be up here. So as soon as you get it, you're going to name it. I'm going to name mine Bob the Mite. He's going to get in the minecart. You're going to go ahead and break all of the blocks around it and break the bottom block. Now what we see, Endermen are going to go ahead, if they stop looking at me, they're going to go ahead and aggro on him. Now for the very final step of this farm, you're going to go ahead and grab your buttons. In this case, I'm using crimson. You're going to go ahead and grab your buttons, and you're going to go around like this and place them in. And now, the reason we're placing in these buttons, by the way, is so that way the Enderman will actually pathfind onto the buttons and fall into the hole. They'll think they can walk on these. You can also use closed trapdoors as well, or open trapdoors rather. And yeah, so now we have our farm working. We can see Endermen are going to go ahead and fall in because they're trying to kill Bob the Mite over here, and they're not going to have a very great time doing that. They're going to go ahead and fall in over here. And yeah, actually that pretty much does it for this. If we just wait a second, we should see Endermen coming in. There we go, just like that. And now, well, we're going to start getting a lot of pearls, and if you want to, you can also grab a looting free sword and come in here and get XP. And the XP for this farm isn't, see, we missed carpets there, and because of that, they were able to teleport there. So yeah, if you do ladders, this is something I actually didn't know because I hadn't tested it, but if you do ladders, make sure that you have the bottom ladders broken. You'll just have to jump up, but it's not bad. Anyway, so if you go ahead and grab yourself something like a looting free sword, which I don't have one on me, then if you hit them, obviously you'll get more EXP and pearls with a looting free sword. So if you want to increase the rates of your farm, then definitely do that. But this farm will actually get about 600 to 700 ender pearls per hour. When you're just AFKing here, when you're just sitting here, it will go ahead and get yourself that many pearls. I have in the past, when I've tested this farm, very rarely I have gotten up to 900 pearls in an hour before, but averaged out it's about 600 to 700 pearls. So this thing is really fast. It wasn't that hard to build, and I'm super proud of this thing. So anyway, So anyway, folks, that is going to do it for me. I really do hope that you guys have enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys use this, and hopefully it works well for you guys. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like on the video. If you guys want to see more content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also make sure you turn on notifications so that way you never miss another video. If you guys did enjoy the farm and you guys want to see more content like this, also make sure you let me know about it down in the comment section down below. Anyway, folks, that is going to do it for me, and I will see you guys in the next gaming video. Goodbye, guys.